You want to hear Aphex Twin track?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I need you to impersonate like a hat, or like a hi hat. Can you do that?
Wait, what are you...
Into the mic. Just do a hi hat noise. Yeah.
There you have it. That's the album. Hey guys, I'm Trevor.
I'm Vincent.
We are the Anthony and Todd Show. Today we're going to be taking a look at the latest Aphex Twin record, Collapse EP. Collapse EP. Aphex Twin, aka Richard David James, is an English electronic musician. He's been around for a long time, and he's worked a lot with genres like ambient techno and IDM, so things that we don't typically dip our toes into. But Aphex Twin is widely influential, and he's been around since like 92 with his album Selected Ambient Works from 85 to 92. Been working for just a really long time.
Yeah. Selected
like Fatboy Slim.
Selected Ambient Works is, I think, a great collection of just ambient techno. It's great. Like, I feel the same way about it as I do kind of like either like to one extreme like Igloo Ghost, like very eclectic like electronic music that it's like so much going on, it's hard to like really explain how it makes you feel or incorporate. But on the other hand, straight up ambient music with Brian Eno, I just like just the overall sound and the atmosphere and the emotion of everything just kind of combines into this very like head bobbing and just very easy listening experience. I listened to that again recently, and I just had it on, and I came to the point I'm like, oh yeah, I've been listening to this. I completely forgot, like, because it just gets you just get in that space.
It's kind of like a trance kind of feel to it.
And the same thing with this. I had this on about like for like I don't know, like most of this like 25 minutes, and it wasn't until like halfway through the fourth track I'm like, oh yeah, I've been listening to this for the past like thing. It's just like it manages to be super hypnotic and super just kind of just ear grabbing, I guess. You just become in the space. Whatever you are working on when you have this on, it affects how you work.
Yeah.
You work the way this sounds. You become your motions and the way you respond and your tempo, your body tempo, whether you're walking or something, you will match that beat.
Yeah.
I find it very, I don't know, this is one of those hard albums where I found it hard to explain because I don't think it's super distinctive throughout. Because like Igloo Ghost I find to be distinctive about because there's elements that pop in and out all over the place.
And I feel like it tells a story as well. It's got this weird like background.
Yeah.
It's got backstory.
Yeah, AEL, a different type of electronic or sampling, is like very noticeable because it does have these distinctive samples and these distinctive patterns, where this is very obscure, it's very rushed, it's very kind of it's just a rush of just a feeling, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's a way to sound it, or not a rush of feeling, but a rush of performance. I think. I don't know how to really describe it. It's a rush of something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at. This is like just very confusing me to describe because there's 5 tracks on this. It's 25 minutes, and literally besides like T69 Collapse and First 44, I have no idea how you would like say any of these songs. Trevor says they're names of calculators, which could be right.
The Texas Instruments TI-87 or whatever.
This thing is so very eclectic, very just kind of all over the place, and there's just so much in these 25 minutes that is jam-packed. Comparing it to his last work, which came out in 2016, I thought was very super underwhelming and just unneeded. It transports me to another world. I feel heart, I feel soul, I just feel performance. I just feel energy. It motivates me to get stuff done. I feel inspired when I'm listening to it. I'm able to just kind of be one with it.
Yeah.
I guess. And I know that could be described as most music, but this is such like a very specific style of music. IDM is something, again, we don't really fray into much, but kind of how everything's crafted together into this very mess that is this completely mindfuck like moment, I think is great. I think Aphex Twin has been a staple of electronic music for the past 20 years now, and sometimes I feel like he hasn't lived up to this name, like going back to the EP he released a couple years ago. But I feel like with this, it shows why, because he is able to just get a hold of your brain and make you his little minion, because you are not in control. You don't even realize you're letting him be in control, because he's already
is Groot and you are a minion.
But you don't even realize you've like kind of let him in and become one with you, because it's just already happening, I guess. It's very hypnotic, probably one of the most hypnotic things I've ever listened to, because again, I didn't realize it was on. It was just kind of there, and I was just working with it, and I was able to. For some listens, I wasn't able to pay attention, but there's some listens where I feel like everything's just so scattered and just over top everything and just eclectic and everything. I don't know. I think this is a great release.
Yeah.
It's not the greatest electronic release of all time. It's not probably influential in the history of electronic music, because I think this is similar to previous stuff that he's done before, but I think this is a great release. Came out at a great time, great moment where I felt like I needed something like this. So I think it's good. I think this is great, honestly. I really had a lot of fun with it. It's hard to review because I don't think there's a lot of dynamic or super noticeable elements. It's more about how everything's this giant, kind of almost Jackson Pollock painting, but it's very intricately. It's more than that. When you look at it, it's how everything's stacked on top of each other, and it works. It just does.
I enjoyed it as well. It reminds me a lot of Against All Logic, because I found that was very like trance-like as well, minus all of the super heavy sampling, of course. But yeah, I mean, that definitely shows why Aphex Twin has been around since '92 and continues to make music now that people are still invested in and still listening to, despite being pretty much the same act for well over 20 years now. You know, it just works into your daily life. It's like the rhythm of your life.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Your heartbeat will match it. Your walking pace will match it. Like you said, your work speed will match it. Your mindset will match it. It's just very engulfing.
I like to. Oh, this is gonna sound very stupid, but it's not your heartbeat. It's like your brain beat. If that makes sense, it's more of how this is now the speed how you operate. This is the rhythm at what you operate.
Yeah.
Very dynamic and flashy. So yeah, I think this is good to great. Yeah, I really had a lot of fun with it. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. I'm just gonna cut it off here. If you want to hear us talk more about reviews and be very confused about everything we're talking about, we have plenty of those, because we're not really good at reviewing. Also, if you want to hear me do more horse and horses, here you go.
Bye, everybody.
That's it. That's no more intro, outro. See you, boyos. Bye.